bring you a closer look at an ambitious project in the heart of the city focused on restoring Mumbai's vital mangrove forests and mudflats, protecting over 150 bird species, including the iconic flamingos, tackling plastic pollution and building a more resilient ecosystem for the future. This effort is being driven by experts and environmental leaders from Amazon India, Hasten Regeneration and the Right Now Climate Fund, who are working together to make a real difference for Mumbai's environment and its communities. What inspired Amazon to sort of get involved in the first place? I would love to know.
We are always looking to make an impact at a level where it really matters to the community. And there is a team of really dedicated experts who look at different projects, and they evaluated quite a few projects to come up with the one where we thought we would create the most impact in the place that matters the most. And that's how we came up with the project. Right Now Climate Fund, which is a $100 million fund, of which we are investing $1.2 million in these projects, is aimed at creating climate resilience and creating an impact in the community. And that to me was the most powerful thing.
When it comes to this project, how does this align with your long-term goals?
By 2040, we want to be net zero carbon 10 years ahead of the Paris Agreement. And a few years ago, we came out with our 15th leadership principle, which spoke about success and scale brings broad responsibility. In essence, what that leadership principle is all about is we recognize that at our scale, we need to be creating an impact that communities are left in a better place than when we entered them. And that is the ethos with which we operate in communities around the world, including India. We are talking about the project over here where we are, looking at waste segregation and removal of waste from the habitat of these beautiful flamingos flying around us. But we've also worked on replantation of the mangroves in Gujarat. As part of this project, we've worked on reforestation in the Western Ghats. We are working on water regeneration in Bangalore. We've worked on electrifying our entire fleet of vehicles. We've got more than 10,000 electric vehicles in our fleet. We've worked on removing plastic from our packaging. So across the spectrum of direct and indirect operations, we work on climate and sustainability.
What are some direct benefits that this project will bring local communities, and how is Amazon going to ensure that that is done even beyond the completion of the project?
What was very visible and what very heartening is, to start with the employment generation. With this project, local people are getting employed in the plastic removal, the management of the plastic boom, and such like thing. What that does is it creates employment for the local in the area. It has an impact on the communities living around the creek, which now have safer, cleaner water which is flowing around them. It has an impact on the quality of groundwater. It has an impact on the aesthetics of the place, especially in this area from a tourism perspective. So a lot of downstream impacts of the project. But what we care about the most is creating a positive impact and making sure that the climate resilience improves.
I'd love to know what's next.
I think across the country, we're looking at opportunities to see where we can do more, where we can partner with the community and create a difference. And as part of the Right Now Climate Fund, there is a $100 million fund, of which a large part has been set aside for the Asia Pacific region. And already investments have happened in India, the $1.2 million investment that we have announced today, but more than that.
So that's for this, right? The 1.2?
Yes, for the waste collection, for the creek, and also for the mangrove replantation in Gujarat. It's all the three.
Dr. Apte, this project has a wide range of goals, right? From restoring the mangrove forest to protecting the wildlife. How important is this to be done, and why is this the need of the hour?
Places of this nature, which we have seen since morning, where you have more than 100,000, 150,000 lesser flamingos and 500,000 shorebirds coming in a large, highly populated and urban landscape like Mumbai are not very common. There are very few instances globally that you'll see where you can see such a spectacular phenomena.
So this what you see is not common.
Well, these many flamingos,
Not
I
common.
doubt whether you will see in any of the large cities so close to the infrastructure development.
As part of Team Plastic Fisher, you are someone who has been, working closely with these trash booms. Can you tell me how these work?
Trash boom is a modular system which has a 1 meter element, and this is a 35 meter system. And this basically has these yellow floaters which is providing buoyancy to the frames. And we have another mesh which is going under the water, which is restricting this plastic from flowing downstream.
Whether it's the combination of solutions, the different components that we bring in, having strategic research, mapping the sources of pollution and how that can pave the way for more investment. That's the kind of work that we're doing with Amazon for this project. Watching these efforts take shape reminds us that everyone has a role in protecting our planet. This project isn't just about Mumbai. It is a model for how communities, businesses and experts can come together to drive real change. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Dia Epin and I'll see you next time here on CNBC-TV18.
Well, thanks so much for tuning in to CNBC TV 18. Make sure you follow us and stay updated on all our social media platforms.